Hello everyone and Salam Alaikum. This video was a request by a friend of mine to give my views on Sunniism versus Shiaism. Now I myself am not a Shia, but I actually used to be a Sunni Muslim. I have recently left the Sunni sect and am just sort of finding my own way in religion and doing things for myself, which I hate. But anyway, I wanted to give my views and opinions on this because Shias, a good few of them are actually the closest friends I've ever had, the kindest people I've ever met, and the people who often suffer a lot of scrutiny and persecution from their Sunni counterparts. So, when I was a Sunni, well, actually before that, when I first converted to Islam back in 2007, I had no idea what hadiths were or that there was even any sects in Islam. Um, I didn't know about Sunni or Shia or anything. I was pretty close-minded or just thought of it as one big whole family because everyone told me it was one united ummah. Anyway, when I started late high school, I met some sisters and automatically I was labeled as Sunni and I said, oh okay, because they were telling me, oh this is what we're called, this is the true sect of Islam. So I went with it. And besides spending a couple of years with these people with their hypocrisy, their lies and their idiocy, with the most stupidest hadith I've ever seen, and the cover-ups going on in mosques, I was also told a lot of lies about Shias that I actually thought were true until I decided to go and investigate it and see it for myself and make friends with Shias. So the first thing I was told was that Shias have their own Quran, like their own made-up Quran. I actually searched for this Quran. I wanted to know what it said, and I was hoping to ridicule it and have a debate with some Shias and show them what idiots they are and how hypocritical all this was. Instead, I found out they have the same exact Arabic Quran that every single Muslim follows, and that there's nothing different. They don't have their own their own Quran or anything like that. What they do have is probably their own interpretation, just like everybody else in the world who follows certain scholars or follow their own mind or whatever. So that claim was out the door. The next thing I was told was that only Shias do female genital mutilation or circumcision. Upon investigating that myself, it turns out that most of the people doing the female circumcision were Sunni Muslims. I looked at places like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Pakistan, Bangladesh, those sorts of places. Now, I'm not denying there's probably Shias that do it too, but a good majority of the people doing these sort of mutilations are Sunni Muslims. And it seems to me like, to cover up their shame, they're blaming things on the sect they hate the most in order to sell their beliefs to people and make everyone think that they're good and la-di-da and all some other bullshit like that. So that's another lie that I ended up finding debunked. The next thing I found out, or at least what I've been noticing parents telling their children in the Sunni mosque and the Sunni people I used to hang out with, is that only Shias do honor killings. Now, I think Pakistan and Afghanistan have the highest rate of honor killings, and let me tell you, they are mainly Sunnis, and mostly it's Sunnis doing these honor killings yet again, and they're blaming it on Shias again. Now, there's probably some Shias who've done it, but the majority of the people doing it are Sunnis, so why are they blaming these other people for it? It's not something I can understand. I mean, it's just because of different in beliefs or different interpretations. Is that it? Is that why they have to be so hateful towards them? It's just something I never understood. But I mean, I did hate them. I did hate Shias myself, or at least their beliefs, as I was indoctrinated to do so. What I was told after that was that Shias think Ali is God. Now, after talking to a couple of Shias, it turns out that no, they only think Ali was Muhammad's successor, that he should have succeeded as Khalifa after Muhammad's death. Nothing more, nothing less. If there are Shias who claim that Ali is God, they must be a minority sect somewhere, just like Sunnis have minority sect worshipping idols and other things. So I think that's pretty hypocritical. Now, while I was in like high school and as a new Muslim, I had Sunni and Shia friends, and let me tell you, the friends that followed the so-called Sunnah of Muhammad were the most hypocritical, gossiping young little girls I have ever met, compared to the Shia friends who are good, kind, wonderful women. They're all like very pious and all this sort of thing. Now there's probably plenty of Shia women who are like that too, but I have yet to meet some Shia women who are like a lot of these Sunni girls I hung around. So either they were hypocritical and dressing up all, either they were hypocritical but dressed all nice, or they were making fun of other people's Islam and saying, "Oh, you're not a real Muslim." Well, they wore hijabs, and they smoked pot, they had sex, they had boyfriends, they were rude to teachers, they started fights, they acted extremely unladylike. These are the sorts of Sunni Muslim girls I was stuck around. So I don't know. I personally think Shia women, as righteous believers, are better than the Sunni women that I've been around. The last top thing I'd like to mention, as I'm limited for time in this video, is the hypocrisy going on in Sunni mosques. Now, I used to attend one, and there are covered up wife beatings, domestic violence, and pedophilia going on in these mosques. They are marrying off young women as young as 14 to much older men to prevent them from zina, because Sunnis believe the Prophet Muhammad married Aisha when she was 6 years old and had sex with her when she was 9. Also, the Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia issued a fatwa saying before Aisha started her periods, Muhammad used to rub his member between her legs. So, compared to some other Shia mosques I've been to, I have to say the Sunnis have fallen to an all-time low and blaming other people for their problems. And I'm pretty sure Allah says in the Quran that He will not help or bless a nation or a people unless they first change themselves. I mean, seriously, there were women that went up to Grand Muftis and were telling them that they were being beaten by their husbands, and these sheikhs and imams told them to go back to their husbands and covered it all up. Not only that, we have imams and sheikhs down here saying it's a woman's fault for being raped, and stuff like, oh, how is it even possible to rape your wife? Yeah, these are the sort of leading imams where I live. It's despicable and it's disgusting. I'm not even a Shia, and I'm actually welcome in the Shia mosque, even though I don't actually follow Shiism, but they treat me kindly, they advise me kindly without putting pressure on me, compared to when I go to a Sunni mosque or talk to Sunnis. They don't understand the meaning of no compulsion in religion and really try to force their beliefs on me. Like, if say I don't wear a hijab, they will pressure, humiliate, and pester you into wearing it. That's just the analogy and example I wanted to give, and that's the sort of thing I've been exposed to, and it's inevitably why I left it in the end, because of the extreme hypocrisy within it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to elaborate on today, and I hope my friend found the request for the video enlightening. Goodbye and salam alaikum, everyone.